All right. What's up? How we doing? T- Yeah. All right. Good, good, good. All right. Got some volume there. Rob Allah all day. Good to see you. Laney, good to see you there. Lady G, good to see you. Pop that up there. All right. Verns, good evening. Good evening, Science Professor. Welcome back, everyone. Good to see everyone here. Getting in here. Good, good, good. Let's see here. Let's see here. We're good. Yeah, yeah. Good here. Awesome. Okay, okay. Yes, DJ360 Elite. What's up, Senior Teb? That's good to see you. Okay, White Tiger. All right, we're gonna, we go. We have a great time here. We got a great schedule. Let me tell you. We got Victoria Rollins with us. We have Chanel B. We have Tyler Johnston. Very diverse people. Yes, Chanel, I see you there. Can't wait to talk to you. All right, my first question. Let's see here. Let's see here. We're going to put it in the chat over here. All right. Yeah, this one I love here. What's the most exciting thing you've seen on Twitch this week? GamesBot, hello. Good evening, DJ Warlock as well. Lady Tree, hello. One Reason, good to see you. What's up, Holly? Great to see you as well. All love to my mods. They keep me in order. Keep me creative. So let us know what's the most exciting thing you've seen on Twitch. Obviously, for me, one of the big things was just the whole Beats for a Cure. Just the way that went off and exceeded expectations and went from one stream to another stream was good. DJ Miss Classy, hello. DJ Forced, one. Good evening. Spoken through music, hello. So that would be it for me as well. Um, that's what I think. Lenny Pensil, good to see you. Sunday Sermon, hello. Yes, Beats for a Cure. Miss Denise, hello. All right, the Beats for a Cure is amazing. That was one of my most exciting things. What about the rest of you all? Let me know. Also, we have a little bit of time right now for Q&A. I'm doing well, Miss Denise. Thank you for asking me. So you have any general questions? I'm going to show you a real quick tip on removing unwanted recommended channels as well. I'm going to go through that early on. We have Q&A, and then we'll welcome our first guest, Freckle Del Boogie. I love your screen name. Beats for a Cure. Agreed. Yes, yes, yes. Agreed. Only one Mrs. Cox. Yes. Mellow Marsha. Happy Monday. Ooh, Flossie. Thank you very much. 6 months. I think Flossie was my first sub 6 months ago. Wow, that's super cool. Happy 6 month anniversary. What's up, DJ Daz? Ah, Senor Teb. Yes, Dia de las Muertes. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. Someone tell me. Um, Kevin Sugar Daddy Woodley. Good, good, good. DJ Sugar Daddy, welcome. Also, if it's your first time here at Twitch U, welcome. Also, put a 1 in the chat if it's your first time. If you've been here for 2 to 5 times, put a 2 in the chat. If you've been to Twitch U for more than 5 times, put a 3 in the chat. So we'll do that also. All right. Good, good. Oh, awesome. Welcome. Yes, Chanel, you've been here. Um, good, good, good. All right, DJ Daz, thank you very much. Happy 3 month anniversary. I love it. I love it. We're gonna start a hype train, I think. DJ Force One. Good, good. Oh, we got some newbies too. Welcome. Thank you all for coming. Um, if you're a newbie, welcome. Tell us how you found out about Twitch U. Let us know how you found out about Twitch U. I see DJ Miss Classy is here. I want to recognize and acknowledge DJ Miss Classy. I was tuned into your stream yesterday. I think that was one of the first streams you did on Twitch. So great job. Just keep going. I love the music you're playing, and no tech issues. I love your screen and everything. So yeah, do that as well. Awesome. What's up, London? So when you say commands aren't working correctly, Chaotic, tell me what you mean, and we'll see as well. Lenny P invited you. Awesome, Sugar Daddy. What's up, DJ Fudge? Good. Yes, great job, Miss Classy. I really enjoyed that. So good job. Maddie, hello. Good to see you as well. Um, so do that also. All right, Sunshine, you changed your name. Good job. Good job. All right, well done. Okay, so Chaotic, was your question, what if your commands aren't working properly? Let me know. Nikki Dorrell, welcome back. Thank you. Hello there. So let me know that. I got some good books back here, spoken through music for sure. Look at that. Victoria Rollins here. We started a hype train. So if you're new, this is a hype train. Happy 2-month anniversary, Victoria. Hype train. Here we go. Oh, okay, Chaotic. Sometimes your commands work, sometimes they don't. Jace, that's good to know. DJ E Class, fellow Dream Team member. What's good, sir? All right. All right. Jams JJ. Good, good. Katic, we might have to talk offline to figure that one out. That could be a little bit more complex. What's up, Numi? How are you doing? We had a hype train. We're at 95% level 1. This is great. Yeah. DJ Tara NYC, thank you for those bits. Awesome. G Clef the Realtor, thank you. Now we're up to level 2. It's so funny. Hype train. Thank you for the follow, DJ Tara, as well. Appreciate that. Chanel B, thank you for the bits. Chaotic, we'll talk offline about that. That could be something specific as well. So we'll do that. Okay, only one Mrs. Cox. This is perfect. Can we explain hype train? So I'll let people in the chat also to explain what a hype train. In my opinion, a hype train is a way for you to legally kind of make it rain for the DJ. You can send them bits. You can give gift subscriptions. What a gift subscription is that someone is gifting you a subscription for 30 days to a specific streamer or DJ, and it allows you to experience their stream commercial free and use their emotes. So you can use their emotes, and emotes are kind of some of these special pictures. Like you see, I have a professor. I'll kind of show you some of my emotes here. I have like the professor one, the HBCU love, Mariah, Rick James. I have Chuck Brown, Tina Marie, and I have Kaylani. So that lets you use people's emotes as well. You can use the emotes in there. Gives you the stream commercial free, meaning you don't get an intro commercial when you first sign in, and that's what a gift sub is. You can also subscribe to someone on your own, and that means you're supporting the channel by spending $5 or $10 or $25. So you could do that as well. That's that as well. So yes, Lady G, the gifter will pay for that. Whoever's gifting you a sub pays like a $5 fee for that as well, and that's what you get. Misunderstood. There you go. So that's what a hype train is. And you'll see as we move through it, it counts down. You have 5 minutes to get to each level. The more people donate, give subs, subscribe themselves, or give bits, it will go up in percentage. Like you see right now, Nikki Durrell just gifted a sub to Waffle House. So that means Nikki Durrell gave a free sub to Waffle House Index, and they get to experience the channel for free and use the email to commercial free for the next 30 days. And so a hype train just takes you in. We try to build up the momentum. Like right now, we're at 2 minutes, 40 seconds, 46% of the hype train. And we're level 2. And this is what it is. People just kind of give. It's just a way to show love. It builds momentum. Like Classics comes in here. She drops 600 bits, which is like $6. 100 bits equals $1. So she just kind of gave 600 bits to the channel. The hype train, it increased. Thank you very much for that, Classics, by the way. Much love to you. Thank you. So that'll raise the hype train. Now we're up to 79%. DJ Fuzz just gave 100 bits. So he like just kind of donated that. Only one Mrs. Cox. You can give bits. You can type in show love and then an amount. It could be 50, 100, 200. Remember, for every 100 bits you give, it's like $1. You can do that. You can also click on the little triangle to the bottom, and that will give you more as well. And so that's, well, this is a good question, and I'm going to answer this right now from Ade. And so you do have to buy the bits as well. So let's see here. We're at 85%, a minute 45 left. And I'm going to go to this one comment because that's good there. So right now we're still looking. This is a good comment here. Yes. And thank you for coming, A-Day 2020. Hope I said that right. So Chaotic gifted 1 tier 1 sub to Senior Teb. Signoro Teb. Thank you very much. So that's another gifted sub. So then Signora Teb gets to experience the train, not the train, the channel. For 30 days, a month free. Have to Come Correct gave 100 bits. Thank you for that. Laney Star gave 20 bits. You can see now we're progressing to level 3 on the hype train. And we keep going till we get to level 5, and you can go up, I think we got for my birthday one of the highest. I think it was like 4,000 or 5,000% for me, and you can see it just goes high. I think some people have gotten 10,000%. So that's it. DJ Malachi 510. Hope I pronounced that right. Thank you for those bits. So, Ade, affiliates with 15 emotes, they will use some of the special add-ons. I have to remember the name. I think Better TV gives you the option to have more emotes. That's one of the add-ons as well. So most of the time, unless they've been downgraded from partner to affiliate, a special add-on or plug-on can give you more emotes. And so I think that's how they've done it. That's what I've seen. If anyone else knows differently, please let us know in the chat for sure. Spoken through music, you have another good question as well. What's up, Golden Lady Shell? This one is there a way to see Hype Train via mobile? Not yet. I assume this is coming soon, but not yet. That's one of the glaring omissions to that as well. I will say that, Twitch primarily is like primary gamers view it on their desktop, but the majority of people of our audience views it on mobile, which is different than how they're used to it. So I'm sure they're making some adjustments. There's another good question here by Lenny Penseal. Let me get to that one too. What's up, Chris Fader? Good to see you. C. Cruz, hello. So here, this is another good question here. How do we control the advertising on your channel? So you can't really control it. I know Twitch was doing some testing where they would advertise in the middle of your set just randomly, but you can also run ads too. Even once you get to affiliate, you can run ads. You can't control whether people get ads if they don't subscribe to you. That's just one way that Twitch tries to monetize, but you do get paid a little bit on that. So check your payout. You do get some money for advertising revenue as well. So that's good as well. Thank you for the follow, Bam Bam, the DJ. Welcome to Twitch U. So that's my answer to that. You can't really control it on the pre-ads and the mid-rolls. You can run mid-roll ads as well too. But besides that, you don't have much control over that. That's just built into the system. So let me see here. Okay, so these are some more good questions here. So, and I will send you a link to a video like that. So if you, DJ Warlock, if you go to your creator dashboard and then you click on Insights, and if you click on Insights, you go to the right-hand side or scroll down, it'll be an option in purple for you to email your subscribers, and that's what you can do as well. And then once you go live, it'll automatically send an email notification out to your followers. So the email notification to your followers is automatic, and that's well. So that's a good question. What's up, Selecta? I see here. So hopefully I answered that question for you here. Thank you for the follow, Love Sick. Oh, that's a cute name too as well. I like that. So let me know if that answered your question. And then we still have a hype train. We're 31%, a minute, 33 seconds left. So I have to acknowledge that. There's Selecta put a question in here as well. It says, how do you type a message that goes along with your subscription? So Selected, tell me, are you saying when someone subscribes to your channel, let me know a little more detail if that's what you're talking about, or if you let me know what you're talking a little more detail, and I'll answer that as well. Multi-Twitch, I will show multi-Twitch as well. I will show that too. Let's see here. So we'll do that as well. We have the hype train. Where are we at now? 35%, 53 seconds left. So I'm waiting for Selected to write back, and then let's do a couple things here. And this one I'll answer this. Usually for an affiliate, you get 5 emotes normally. I don't know, some people could get some special arrangements. 5 tier 1 emotes, 1 tier 2, 1 tier 3. That's pretty much normal as well. What's good, Nerd Chris? Good to see you here. Welcome back to Twitch U. Hello, Diva929. What's up there, LaDawn? So that's how I answer that question. That's normally. There are always things that people do to maybe get more, but that's what we've seen so far. So thank you for asking that also. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is when you subscribe to a channel. Let's see here. There's a message sometimes attached to it. In a message to the person. And this is when you're maybe so selective. You can leave a message when you renew a subscription. If you renew a subscription, it'll give you an option, a little bubble to say, do you want to say a message and do you want to share it in the chat? That's good. When you're subscribing for the first time, there's no option for that yet. So I think I answered that as well. Let me know about that. And if not, we'll continue. We can talk offline as well too. So this one, let's see here. Tanya, California, good to see you. Yeah, show your sub anniversary in chat. If you notice when some people resub, it'll say they've been subbing for like 2 or 3 months. It'll let you know that, well, show that for Flossie as well. So you'll see some channels, once you start to sub and you sub for a couple months, it will give you the option to share the sub in chat and share your kind of anniversary as well. What's up, Tanya, California? Great job on your streams last week. Yes, DJ Daz, you did that earlier, the stream too, exactly, as well. So this one is good. Good questions here. So I would say, and this is a question that comes up, I would say not necessarily. I think Bam Bam we discussed this last week, but you know, for the live portion, I think you could be okay with live. It's when you actually have your it's when you have your video on demand that the what's it called? The copyright infringements could come. So what we started to practice is just don't, besides the show, just don't record any of your shows on Twitch's platform. And so I think that in the background, they're working on some other things too, because Mixcloud lets you do it live, but don't record it. So I'm sure Twitch is trying to follow their example, but there's a lot of moving pieces behind the scenes. So, and we've been hearing these whispers. I mean, Flossie can tell you since like April, May. So I wouldn't let that deter you from stopping, because I think that along the way there's going to be something that's going to come along to help keep everything as well. So that's how I answer that question. Let me look here. I'm going to show multi-Twitch as well. Let's show. Yeah, you can do that. That's what I recommend here. You do the recording, immediately download, then delete. That's a very good suggestion as well. Also, yes. Jamal B, what's good? What's good? Okay, good job on that hype train. We got to level 3, so well done. Awesome, awesome. So let's see here. I wanted to show a couple of things here. So we're going to go to twitch.tv here. I'm going to show you a couple of things on this first. Okay, so I want to share the screen here. I'm going to show you first, Brave tab, Twitch. Okay, so y'all see my screen here. So a lot of times you'll get some channels where you don't want it to appear. You don't want it to be on your recommended channels, and people are asking, well, how do I get that off? I don't want to see that person, or I blocked them, whatever. So what you can do here is, if you go to the main kind of twitch.tv on the main screen here as well, then you can kind of save this guy. I'll just click here and show example. You can put not interested. You click not interested, and it will erase them, so that'll show up as well. So I'll do that again just because, let's say show more, just because people have asked that as well. So, well, there's only 2 here. So I'll just pick this one randomly here, just another one here. You click there, you can click not interested, and it will go away. And you can only do this on the web version of Twitch. The app will not let you do that as well. What's up, Moni Love? DJ Silver Knight in the building. Good day, sir. So that's how you kind of do that. I wanted to show you all that. Also, if you use the Twitch app, put a 1 in the chat. If you use Twitch via mobile, like via a browser, not mobile, via a web browser on your desktop, put a 2. And if you use Twitch just through the mobile phone or iPad, put that in a 3 in the chat. I want to see that as well. So I do that as well. And so, yeah, we can do that. That's a good, great minds, Nerd Chris, think alike, because I asked that same question here. So let me see here, Nerd Chris. Yeah, so this is a good question here. How many people watch from their phones or computers? So I think majority of us is phones or mobile as well. All of the above. Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. So you can answer that. I will say that when you're looking to get your whispers, if you use your Twitch app, the whispers they're very delayed. They don't come along on time. Compared to if you're using the browser to use Twitch, you get your whispers much quicker. We have studied that and we found that out as well. So that's interesting as well. Let me see here. You can do that. Yes, Justin. Thank you. Good to see you. So that's one thing we noticed. I wanted to share that as well. And I think you'll see the majority of people here. We'll do a poll. Maybe while we're getting ready for our guest, Jen, we can do a poll. Who here watches Twitch from their phone, iPad, or computer? And we'll put that in there as well. Yes. And this is a good point too, Lenny Pensiel as well. So that's good here. It's interesting just the way people people it watch it well. So Bam Bam the DJ, hopefully I answered your question right. I know that's always in the back of our mind, but we do talk about it. So we'll talk about it a little later as well. I'm going to ask Tyler about that also because he just got partner as well. So here. So let's see all the above. So we'll do that also. And you can see, there you go. Thank you for the poll. The poll's up top there. All right, so we got this here. Let's get ready to bring our first guest in here, the studio. So they're there. And we got the polls. I want to see these poll results. Apple TV. So tell us why that's the case, Freddie. I'm curious to see why you think that's the case. Look at that. Phone is more the computer. You stream with a PC. Okay, all the above. It's amazing how we consume it, and it's very different than how Twitch was prepared for this too, which is interesting. Awesome. All right, we're gonna keep these questions coming. I know my mods will definitely work on this. I'm just watching this poll here because it's very interesting. Here, all the above is crazy. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, well, we're gonna address this as well, selected too. So don't worry about that. And Freddie says this, all the above. That is amazing. I love it. Okay. Okay. Mostly phone. All the above. Great. All right, let's get to our first guest here. So we're gonna come in with here. So hello there. So good to see you. So on the right-hand side, first, before I have them talk, I'm gonna show you a quick video. Yeah, so Victoria's on the right, and we have Kieran on the left. I'm gonna show you a quick video of her set, and then we're gonna do the speaking. Ooh, is that a little doggy in the background too? So here we go. I'm gonna show you this video. All right, welcome Victoria Rollins with her significant and mod and video extraordinaire Kieran, correct? How are we doing?
Great.
That's great.
Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. We are so excited to have you here. As you all can see, the viewers, you can see just the video kind of component, the aesthetic to your channel is amazing. It's one of my favorites, so I love it. Great work. First of all, Victoria, can you tell us how did you find Twitch and what inspired you to start streaming?
Well, I was already kind of doing it alone and just posting it to Instagram. We had all the gear here already. We had this idea for a vinyl radio show, and we were going to invite a bunch of friends and like have a hangout in the background and, you know, bring guests over to the house, but we never did it. Until
that was like in 2018.
Yeah,
was
until
like a couple years ago.
Yeah. All the work shut down, and then I was just kind of putting out mixes alone, and I don't know, a lot of DJs, DJ Spider, you know, he was just like Twitch. You should get on Twitch, and it was intimidating.
Yes, it was.
We started looking into it more, and I don't know, just figured it out. So it's been
All
fun.
right.
Yeah.
And how were you able to get through the intimidation of Twitch? Because many of our colleagues who are very talented still have a barrier to that. How were you able to get through the intimidation?
Well, to be honest, I mean, Kieran allows me to like just do my thing. I get to focus on the music and, listening and the listeners. And he's like a producer, and he's like producer genius. He's, in music. He just had something come out with Masters of the Mix. So
Oh, nice.
the way he works, like, he's not only a genius, but he's very fast. So, he just was like, zip, zip, zip. And
Okay.
yeah.
Even though we're working on it for 2 years or something.
But there were messages to like other DJs like Que Madre from Chulita Vinyl Club, just asking questions. Sorry.
It's okay. Got to be there. So I'll ask you, for those that don't know, Victoria, she mixes all vinyl all the time. And you just finished doing 31 days in a row for a costume every day in October. Congratulations, first of all. What did you learn, or how did that help you grow from day 1 to day 31?
I don't know. I mean, it was a challenge. I challenged myself. I usually, I don't like doing that, I guess. I don't recommend it because it was a push.
Yeah.
And I still, you would think I would like choose a time to start at, but I still didn't do that. It was like whenever I'm done getting ready and whenever, child goes to sleep and my energy level after that, and just,
yeah.
I still managed to start at like 1 or 2 or midnight almost every night. So
yeah. Awesome. So Kieran, can you explain kind of the video component to what you do? Because you have like the movie playing, but it's not playing blatantly in the background. It's kind of like softer. You have like 3 or 4 different camera views, and then like you have other things. One time I saw a unicorn in the middle. I was like, wow. So kind of talk to us about that.
Okay, well, the first thing is the camera angles, and that's probably the first thing that we had together. I think that Victoria probably still has some content out with like multiple camera angle sets.
Yeah, we did something in the desert. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
we did like this high desert thing, and we did the above angle and the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we had the cameras, which we got a couple of years ago, with the idea of like just creating content. Victoria wanted to create content, so I was like, well, this is what we should do. I think kind of like as she was talking about Boiler Room, which was basically the only DJ show. Oh.
I love it, the kid. Well, it's okay. So yes, it's just
dinner time. It's busy.
Yeah. It's real life. Also, while we wait for Kieran to get back, I'm curious to know kind of from you, what advice would you have for like people who are new viewers to Twitch? Because a lot of our audience is new viewers. What advice would you have for the new viewers? And then we'll come back to Kieran with the video question.
Everyone's real. Like, we're all people. So just, try to enjoy yourself. And I know it's over, a screen, but, there is some energy and connection. So just try to, tap in and listen and, just be a good listener and be open-minded.
Cool. Good advice. What you can continue kind of speaking on the video then, Kieran, because what else would you share with that?
Oh, right. So we got the camera angles. We kind of had this this thing, a video switcher made by Roland, which is what I use with like it's a mini video switcher with a T-bar on it and stuff.
Yeah, no, don't show it. Don't. Yeah.
That's
okay.
This is my setup, right?
Oh, nice. Okay.
Victoria is streaming. I sit here at this desk, and I'm running this piece of gear to switch camera, and I monitor the camera angles on this screen right here. And the
Nice.
computer sits right there.
You like our furniture made of record boxes?
Yes. Hey, look, this is real life. It's real life. So yes, yes.
Everything's homemade here, you know?
Exactly how we all do it. Okay, so that's how you do that, because I noticed like you switch, and then also at the same time, Kieran, you're also modding the channel as well. So you're doing the switching and you're modding the channel as well. So how do you manage?
Switch
Yes.
angles, you know, you just do it. It's not like I use another piece of software, it's just a piece of hardware. So I know that it's gonna go through onto Twitch and stuff, you know. I can kind of sometimes leave OBS in the background. Everything goes in through one HDMI card.
Okay.
The computer into OBS as a video source, and then that's what gets broadcast out. So it's kind of like it makes multitasking a little bit easier as far as paying attention to the chat. But you know, sometimes I'm not paying attention to the chat. Pretty much most of the time, I pop in there once in a while and say what's up. You know.
Okay. Okay. So Flossie wants to know: is that switcher very similar to like the Elgato Stream Deck, or how is it different?
I don't know the Elgato Stream Deck, but the capture card we have is an Elgato.
Okay. Yes. Yes. All right. And then someone also curious, like Kieran, if you had advice for mods, because you do mod and you do a very good job at it, for new mods who are also part of our audience, what advice do you have for them in terms of modding a channel?
Get more mods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Victoria's other mods are like they're great.
Right.
I'm down
Lady
one
Helena's
though.
awesome.
Earl Grey-esque is like.
Oh, he's out. Yeah. Well, how do you? So that's a good point, though. So when you have a mod and they stop showing up, how do you handle that? What do you do to find a new mod, and what do you say to the mod when they come back eventually, too?
I don't know. It's just I feel bad asking sometimes, and but I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe like
kind of anybody that you can trust can basically do the job, because all it really is just like being somebody who's engaged in the chat and that
making
you're cool
people
with.
feel welcome.
Yeah.
Right.
Shout out to
Right.
Lady Selena and Rosie Buns and Linda Lopez.
Well, it looks like you have a volunteer right now. Waffle House Index is volunteering, so we'll do that. For Senior Teb, I believe I'm saying your name right. You want to know what a mod is? A mod's like a moderator, someone to help the streamer like manage the channel, make sure like you can kind of focus on the DJing or streaming, handle any spam that might come in there, also welcome people as well, and do that as well. Nerd Chris asked this question: are mods paid? Some people, especially partners, do maybe pay their mods. Most of the affiliates that I know do not. It's just volunteer. So that is a possibility as well.
I did see a recent stream though where they were raising bits for their mods, and I thought, oh, that's a really good idea. And especially with the holidays coming around, I thought, like Christmas bonus for their mods or something, like either do a stream for them or just like send them a Venmo or something. I don't know.
Exactly. DJ Warlock, I'm using a platform called StreamYard, which allows us to kind of be here as well. My question for you, next question is, you have a really large following on Twitch and you get a large audience to your streams. How are you able to do that and maintain such a strong number during your streams?
I don't know. I mean, it might be the records, it might be the extra angles. I mean, I really try to let the music speak for itself. You know, I want to engage with the chat and I don't want to ignore it, but sometimes like I just have to be quiet and make sure I don't miss a cue and just get into it. So I don't know. Maybe people like that, you know, just like the music, like I don't know. I'm coming from places where like no one went to. Like half of my gigs were like hotel and bar, like dive bars, and the other half was like big nightclubs in downtown. But you just don't know what people are gonna like. You know, it's like sitting there alone. You're like, okay, with the same stack of records, and then like another place, and it's like, wow, you know. So I don't know if it's got lucky or.
I wouldn't say luck, because it's skill. Let's talk about that for a minute. You DJ'd at like massive clubs all over the world. how is your DJ life going to change when things kind of open back up again? And will you always stream?
I mean, streaming is cool. I like it. I miss like the Halloween. Some of the looks really made me like miss the club. Like I just want to be under a disco ball and I just want to be out, and I hope for that soon. And I think I have faith that we'll come up with something clever. It just everything needs to be like COVID friendly now. Like just we're gonna have to get really creative.
Yes. Another question, both for you, Victoria, and Kieran. What's the one piece of tech that you've acquired during COVID that you couldn't live without now?
This long Ethernet cable running.
That's right.
I'm like tripping all the time. It's like Legos, Ethernet cable. I'm stepping on cables. Like that's actually I talked about this. That's my biggest pet peeve: stepping on wires and cables. It's like,
right.
What's your? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good one. Like for me, I don't know. It'd probably be like an interface, audio interface as well. Those are really important too. But yeah, that's a great point there. What advice do you both have for the new streamers who maybe are coming into streaming and maybe a little nervous or scared by the tech?
Well, I mean, it doesn't take a lot of tech to do it right. I mean, one of the first DJs, I think probably the first DJ that I followed on Twitch, Get Live, right?
Yeah.
We've watched his stream. She's up early and like watches his stream every morning.
This is so hilarious. The child's coming in.
It has this Ethernet cable. Yeah, that's probably about the same thing that we have going on here.
Yeah.
DJ Get Live. Victoria watches him, I think, every morning, and it's literally just one angle, and him and records, or whatever. Right. He uses, him and the turntables, and that's it. And he's just good. We both listen to his sets, and I think that's probably like what got Victoria into streaming the most, is just seeing other DJs do it and be able to do it just raw. But the visual aspect didn't even come in, like the overlays and stuff that I added in OBS, they didn't even come until after we saw some of the other DJs with their green screens and stuff,
Yeah.
Like half of the DJs on Twitch that we've seen have like mega visuals going on right behind them. So it's kind of like a floating deck and floating human being like spinning records with this galaxy going on behind them and stuff. And we're just like, that's cool, but we don't want to paint the walls green.
Right.
I was like, why don't I just try to put some of those visuals like on top instead of behind you, and then it just lives in the computer instead of like having to rearrange everything. We did rearrange the furniture in here after starting to stream a little bit.
The decks used to be
okay.
Open.
Then we moved, like after the first, and it wasn't even on Twitch. I think it was after that Machine Club thing that you did, right? Or something.
Apotech.
Right. So after like maybe some Instagram streams or something like that she did for some other clients, we decided like, hey, maybe it's gonna look better because we weren't getting the right.
I think it was for an iPhone angle. It was like,
yeah.
So it like the stage setup, just have something that looks good, to begin with. If you have a great foundation, you've got great music, and like something that's not like annoying, and then people will be here for it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we'll kind of let you go because I know we got a little one kind of pitter-pattering around there. So
butternut squash in the oven.
yes. Any last minute words of wisdom or advice for streamers and anyone just with what it has to do with Twitch?
Yeah, just do it. Don't be afraid of all the news that comes in and out. Just do it and love your music.
Yeah. Music. It's here for the music.
Yeah.
We're here for the music, and all the other stuff will probably come around and come together.
Exactly.
Because of that,
All right. Well, your people are here. They love you as well. So just thank you for coming on the show. Thanks for sharing some of the tech with us. We just really appreciate it. We're going to support you, so we'll be in your stream. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for sharing, and just keep pushing the envelope because it inspires us to all do that. You inspired me to do an invisible DJ for Halloween, so I appreciate that. So awesome. Just keep it going.
Love it. We appreciate you too. I want to hit you up about some stuff very soon. Just some.
All right.
I heard you like help people out with other stuff.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes. Hit me up. I'm here as a resource. Just thank you, and we'll see you soon. Take
Great.
care. All right. All right. Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Awesome there. So let's see. We got a couple minutes left before we get to Chanel B. So yes, that was good there. My mods, I'll look to my mods to see if there's any questions I need to answer. I believe some people have answered in the chat as well too. So okay, so let's see here. Senior Teb, you asked about bypassing using OBS. You don't have to use OBS. You can use another platform. You can even use StreamYards as well. StreamYard, you can use that as well. I think OBS or Streamlabs OBS give you the most flexibility, allow you to do so many things that we haven't even scratched the surface with. That would be my answer. You can definitely bypass OBS, but I would recommend looking into it. I was scared to use OBS, and I have to give Ivy credit for sitting me down for 90 minutes and walking me through OBS and how to use it. And now I just keep learning something new each day, each week. So I would definitely try to take the jump and don't be scared of it as well. So that's there. Let's see what we got here. Thank you for the follow, Dino Bullet, as well. So Warlock, it does. The problem though with StreamYards is that I only do interviews with StreamYards. I don't do the music because it takes the music and it downgrades the quality too much for it to be effective. And so I don't really use StreamYards for the music. I don't recommend it. It's really good for interviews, podcasts, which I use it for. That's my opinion, and that's been my experience. So that as well. Oh, so really quickly, we also did this poll. I polled a bunch of people, and we had some tips as well. Don't let OBS scare you, VaderMix. Don't let it scare you. We can help you. I got you. So here's some tips for viewers, and I want to see new viewer tips here. So I'm going to take this down also, and you'll see this as well. So here's some tips for new viewers. If you're a new viewer, because we have some new viewers on Twitch, we really designed, first the view of this class was to really help people come from Instagram and Facebook to Twitch and stay, because we don't want you to leave. And so here's just 5 tips as well. Ignore the chat as first. I think that's really good because the chat can really be intimidating. It can be really crazy as well. So ignore the chat. Also visit streams that are across different categories. Thank you for the follow, Lady Couture. I appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Like, look at the gaming, look at the just chatting as well. That will really help you kind of get used to Twitch. Follow channels you enjoy. And then once you get comfortable, ask some questions in the chat, and the final thing is just have fun. Twitch is a really fun place. You can learn and see some really, really talented people, whether it be DJs, talk show hosts, chefs. There's a harp player that I follow here who's phenomenal. There's so much great talent here. So just take your time, ask questions, and there's no rush. And just, kind of do that. So I wanted to share these tips. We also have tips coming up for mods as well. So I wanted to do that. Let me see here. And what we're going to do next is, I don't know, has anyone seen Eclipse? If Eclipse is here as well, I do agree with that, Nerd Chris. The chat can pull people in. Let me take this off. So that's there. So that's good. Thank you, Speedy Gun, as well. So Mr. Viney asked this question here, which I'll say no. You want to bring your podcast to Twitch? You do not have to use OBS. I would not recommend that. I'd actually recommend StreamYard if you want to do podcast as well. And we can talk about that. Send me a whisper. We can talk about that because I did use, for my podcast, I use StreamYard and it works very well also. So yeah, this is good. Okay. Yes, exactly, TaylorMade. So if you could share with us something you've seen on the cooking channel, those cooking channels on Twitch are tight. I really like to look at them. So definitely don't discount that. That's good as well. Let's see here what we got. So I'm thinking, is there any other questions we have? So let's see here. What else? I'm going to go back to my list here and see what we got. Yes, Chanel, we search for some as well. All right. So I agree, Ladon. It's addictive. We're going to look at a quick video now. We have DJ Eclipse. I want to make an announcement here. DJs, if you have your setups and you want to share your setups with me, we're going to feature a DJ each week on the show. So far, we had my setup. We had Selecta 720's basic setup. And now this week we're gonna have DJ Eclipse. I was hoping he would be here so he can answer any questions, but we're gonna put his setup, the video on. It's really cool. He's got some good stuff going on there. And then oh, there you are. Okay, awesome. Good, good. Here's DJ Eclipse. This is your setup as well. Oh, I like this, Tanya. We're going to talk about this also. Yeah, we're going to find this out. I'm going to add that to that as well. So let's look at this video really quickly. Thank you for sending in DJs. If you want me to feature your setup, send me the video. I'll make it happen for you. I love to see that. So let me take this off as well. Awesome. Selected yours is not basic. Let me tell you that right now. Oh.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is DJ Eclipse. Just wanted to show you my setup. Thanks to DJ Amro, aka Amani Experience, for giving us this platform to go ahead and get this thing done. So here it is. Well, here's the basic setup. The reason I have all this stuff down here, I have a dog, and I try to keep him out. So this is like my makeshift door, aka the case for the for my turntables. And speaking of turntables, I'm using the 1210 MK2s Techniques. Also with the Rain 62 mixer. All right, don't talk about my wires. This is a hub that I use that I plug in. I plug in all my so these two are actually the two cameras that I use. This is coming from the mixer, and I forgot where this one's coming from. Anyway, this is a hub that I use that goes into my laptop. And speaking of laptops, this is the 2019 MacBook Pro, 64 gig RAM, 4 terabyte internal. It's a beast. So you know, you got the USB-C cords and everything in there. Also have my HDMI going in here, right here. All right, and that's also the second laptop that I use is the 2015 MacBook Pro, 16 gig RAM. I believe it's 2 terabytes internal. Mic we're using is the Sennheiser. It's a wired Sennheiser mic. Let's see. So that's one of my smaller lights. I always forget what brand it is, but I have 2 of those actually, and I kind of use that as a backup sometimes. I also have right here. Sorry to blind y'all. This is the Yamaha light. I also have 2 of those, but I only need 1 for this. So anyway, this is what we use. You can adjust the light, make it tungsten. You can make it fluorescent. So it's real cool and very adjustable. Here's the backdrop. I have, as you see here, I have two green screens. The reason is because I kind of like to show the equipment as I'm playing. So when I'm too close, you can't really see it. And in order for me to use only one, I would have to be a little bit closer. So this one is actually adjustable. As you can see, it has a little drawstring where it can go up. The camera I'm using right here, this is the Logitech C90. I also have another camera over here that I use. We're actually going to be using that for a dance cam later on, so you'll see that soon. These are some of the records right here. Again, this is the backdrop, and again, this is adjustable. It's pretty cool. All right. We got my man C Sharp is rocking right now. We're doing the last train of Friday. And over here, like I said, this is the beast. So I put everything on here, my OBS and everything. And usually DJs don't do that because it's very, it's very robust. But because of the RAM capacity, I can actually do that. I can run Serato. I run Mix Emergency for my videos, and OBS, and also HDMI plugged in and everything. So it's it works pretty well, and without any skipping and anything. So it's dope. Also right here I have the phase. Anybody that doesn't know what the phase is, the phase actually you can basically play your records without having to put the needles on. You got the autoforms over here, so you can play them without having the needles on, and it's pretty cool. Now everything goes through this mixer right here. This is the Mackie Pro FX 8. pretty robust mixer. This is kind of like a backup mixer that I use. I have another one that I use if I go out. And then a little home speaker, which is also Bluetooth. It's the Harbinger T12. So that comes in very handy as a monitor speaker. And right here we have our hub, has everything going in like I said. And I believe that's it. Little backup honey jack. So anytime you see me, this is my drink right here, honey jack. But that's it, everybody. Hope you liked it, and hope you got something out of it. And if there's anything that can be changed, please let me know.
That is not another basic setup. Oh my goodness. Like, thank you, Eclipse, for sending that clip in. That's another dope setup. Like, oh my goodness. First of all, we were bugging out with the 64 gig of RAMs. That's just crazy. And then your computer, I mean, awesome. Just and the cameras you have, and then how you souped up your main computer and everything there, like excellent job. Like that is dope. Yeah, that is the beast for sure. So DJs, please, I love to see this. I'm going to make a collage of everyone's setups, and we're going to have a long movie to see everyone's setups there. I might leave mine till the end because it definitely doesn't compare to some of these people as well. But yeah, I know. And you heard that, Jen, about don't talk about my chords. Yes, we've stated, So anyways, send them to me. You can whisper me. I'll send you my email. And Lady Jelena, don't worry. It'll be replayed as well. We'll have the replay available on my channel, so don't worry. But welcome. Good to see you. Good to see you here. You can do that, Tanya, as well, too. Send in your setup also. We're open to all setups, so that's good here. So let's see here. I wanted to, yeah, that's good. Also, I always make an announcement. I'm going to mention this twice, but if you're a new DJ and you're looking to hop on to Twitch and learn, we still have the bootcamp available. I have a few slots available, so if you're looking to hop on, it'll be 2 days, a 4-hour session. We'll take 3 weeks off to let you get set up and do everything that we talked about in class. We'll come back for another 4 hours. You get a private Discord. There'll be a discount code for November. So you'll get a percentage off the fee for the boot camp. So if you're interested in boot camp, I'll talk about it at the end as well, but send me a note for that as well. And now what we're going to do, we can see the chop. Yeah, I know, DJ Owie, don't be scared. We can see the chopsticks too. Don't worry, Tanya, as well. So next up, we're going to welcome to the stage DJ Chanel B. So we're coming to you, LA to Baltimore, I believe, correct?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, by the way, Baltimore, I'm about 20 minutes away. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Yes,
Okay,
we hear you loud and clear. So welcome to the show, DJ Chanel B. We are excited to have you here with us today. My first question is, how did you find Twitch and what inspired you to start streaming?
Well, Twitch was one of those options on my Restream channels that I just ignored because I said, well, hey, the people that watch me aren't on it, so I'm not going over there. And my son, believe it or not, was a gamer along with another cousin of mine. And my son is only 11 years old, and he's talking to my cousin who's about 30. And he's telling him, oh, there's a lot of opportunities on Twitch. And so I'm finding something to connect with my son. I said, well, hey, let's work out Twitch and see how we can stream and get you motivated for school. And there's a buy-in with you getting things done at home with these chores. And then maybe there's some Twitch time. Because now my cousin put a birdie in my ear that, hey, there's funds, there's money, there's a good thing. He has a following already, but at home, when he's not online, he's going through some things, struggles.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, let me find an incentive. So with me trying to find it, I'm like, let me stream on Twitch. And I'll just play my music in the background. As I'm doing it, I'm also streaming to Facebook where people are. And all of a sudden, I have people asking me questions like, how did you do this? Or how did you do this? And I'm looking at it like, well, I'm doing it so I can prepare my son for streaming. Then, as I very detailed into it, I see my DJ friends from the Facebook side and Instagram over on Twitch, and I'm looking like everybody left and came here. And so, meanwhile, I'm looking And shout out to DJ Classics, DJ C Sharp, and Mr. 64 Gigabyte Man himself, DJ Flip. I'm
Yes.
looking at all of them, and they're all doing these videos, and I'm just looking at them like, so y'all been over here all this time? And so I'm like, I don't know what to do. I was just playing video games. So eventually I came over, and they told me about you, and they said, come on in on a Monday. I got in here on a Monday and was taken back like, this is like school all over again. And I'm a teacher myself, but I'm always doing something to make sure the kids have an incentive for learning something like the library. I run the media at the school, and yes, they do like to be on TV, but since we're virtual, a lot of things I teach is fun, but I like to give them other ways they can relate to me. So when I say cool things like, oh, I know about Twitch and I know about the Avengers and Marvel, and they get excited, and then they listen, and then happy class, happy students, happy engagement. Sometimes a happy son if he's listening to all of this, but sometimes I'm the cool mom to everybody but my son.
That's
So just the DJing was done always, but I figured I would incorporate it into the sets. And then with so many people asking me questions, I've incorporated doing different types of shows here, like the Media Specialist Mondays.
Yes. We're going to ask you about your show. So first of all, like that's a really clever and inspiring way to kind of work with your son and to build some relationships, because you have something very in common with Twitch, and it's just bringing you together. You're teaching him. Yes, come on in. Come on in and say hi. What's up? There he is. I love it. 11 years old, and you all are learning together about Twitch. I think that's amazing. So that's just great here. What inspires you to keep streaming? Because I know it's not easy, and we have to build our audiences from scratch, and you had a really big audience on other platforms. What inspires you to keep going?
Well, eventually when I came over to Twitch and I had no followers, I think I'm at 399 now. So if you guys want to follow me, you can. But what inspired me was Twitch having these tasks that you got to complete, and seeing that they say, hey, you are almost 2 steps away from being an affiliate. And I'm sitting here like, what does that get me? So again, coming to Twitch and hearing about just simple little bits, simple ways of appreciation. I'm like, you mean to tell me this is what is happening for doing something that I'm doing regularly? And of course, because of COVID, it has changed drastically. But what I was doing and what I'm still doing is a lot of Zoom parties and interacting with people the virtual way. Being here, it motivated me to have a platform where you can put it on your TV and you can let it run the whole day, and you can watch people actually they can perform, they can do the gaming. It's like entertainment. And I'm not a TV person. I have Netflix, don't watch it. I don't engage in a lot of TV shows or so unless it's on demand. But watching Twitch, it's like being connected to television in a way, and seeing that, hey, if I put a show together and I'm really just doing it out of the sake of practicing, getting ready for being back outside again, it doesn't hurt. But more and more in here, I'm noticing people are really enjoying the content. And I'm like, this is very motivating, because now I have something to do instead of being at the home and waiting for outside to open back up. I'm like, people are watching. And, after my experience last weekend with my last party, I'm like, I want to stay home and DJ here anyway. I want to stay at Twitch work.
So we have a question that came from the audience, and maybe I'll let you kind of answer it, and you can tell us your process. What was your process to becoming an affiliate? So DJ E-Class says, how do I become an affiliate? So what was your process? We can answer the question. Yes.
Well, because I was doing it with my son and I was playing video games, it was collecting hours. I didn't have anyone watching. I was simply doing it to let the time go and just show him how it works. But I believe you needed a certain amount of hours. and yes, 50 followers. When I simply was just streaming, I was playing music in the background, and there were a couple people that were following me. I literally had no plan. I had no green screen action. It was just a video game and a box and me. And then when DJing totally, when I stopped doing it with Facebook altogether, I started actually letting people know, come on over to this side and watch me. I had my three to four viewers were on a consistent basis, and then the raid effect happened. And so I had my hours, but I had just started DJing. And I think I did have my 50, but I had just started DJing. So by the first week, I got a raid, and voila, they were like, "You're now an affiliate."
Yes.
I'm like, well, what do I do with it?
Yes.
Where do I put this? Where's my trophy? How do I do this?
Yeah. Where's your trophy?
So here I am at affiliate status. What is this now? This is month number 2 now. This is my month number 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, what do I do? And all I know is let's make emotes.
Exactly. Yes. Let's make emotes.
So that's what I'm doing, and I'm still learning. So with my knowledge of just streaming and technology from being a STEM facilitator, I'm using that, but learning this Twitch community.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I do the same thing when I teach my class, Cal State Fullerton. I had one of my students on 2 weeks ago. She was teaching us about the Elgato Stream Deck. I mean, so it's crazy. So the same thing.
The Stream Deck.
When you see, are you about to show us the Stream Deck? Because I have one coming as well.
Yes, I don't want to pull it too hard. I don't want to break it.
Yeah, we don't want to damage that baby, so we'll keep that there. When you explain what the raid effect is, and then maybe because Senior Ted wants to know what a raid is, so I would be curious to hear what's the raid effect and what's your definition of a raid?
The raid effect is when, if you are DJing at the end of your set, instead of just ending, you share your viewers with another DJ or another streamer, and you get to choose. It's a cool incentive to get your listeners to choose for you. But at the end of your set, as long as you remember the code, just in case the dashboard only shows you 4 people like it does me all the time, you do the /raid and then at the person, and then those viewers that are watching you, they go automatically to that person that you sent. The raiders too, and they're called raiders. There's a raid emote. I'm not sure if it's generic. Once you get to be affiliate status, make a raid emote with your logo on it. Yeah. So you can get people to raid, and it also has something that symbolizes who you are. But once the people go over, that's the cool thing. Everybody gets to bombard that viewer with a lot of these red logos or emotes. And it's fun because I like it, because once you transfer them over, someone is like, hey, we got to raid it.
Yes.
And no, I don't believe. See, when I became affiliate, that was when I believe the raid option started. So someone asked DJ Miss Classy asked, do you have to be an affiliate to raid?
I don't think so. No,
you don't have to. You can raid people. No, because I wasn't an affiliate.
Yes.
And someone raided me.
Yes.
And that was what made my viewer rate change. Like just that one raid.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about raid strategy. And also thank you very much for raiding me on Saturday, because I know you raided me on Saturday. So thank you very much. I do want to go back and say that. And then when you have a raid strategy, like you raid people that maybe have a bigger following than you, but you can also raid people that have a smaller following than you. So you kind of just mix it up and do different things. It's the best way. One of the best ways to like network on Twitch, and you'll find not only will you network, but you'll find new people, new DJs. They'll take you all over the world. I ended up on a stream the other day. The DJ was in Brazil, and that's just through a couple raids you take you through. So it's really interesting as well. So it's definitely some strategy to it. There's some best practices in terms of like making sure that the person's still going to be on. We've definitely all rated someone who's just gone off, whatever that happens as well. So that's it as well. How have you used your media experience, because you're very talented at the overlays and the graphics, and then also bring in like Discord and the videos? How have you used that to maybe elevate your channel?
Oh, well, this is the funny thing. Before I was here on Twitch, I was using Zoom to just get people in. It was on the Facebook side. And I didn't know about Discord. And I realized Zoom was charging me. And eventually I said, well, every week I'm not sure who's jumping in to do karaoke. I'm not sure who's going to come in and be on the dance camp. So when I saw that Discord had a video camera option,
Mhm.
and all I have to do is just import it in, and it's free. I'm like, well, why not just go ahead and use this to get everybody interacting? And if Discord is what people on Twitch are using normally,
Mhm.
I would take it that this would be a cool way for them to interact. I also I do a bingo, and I do
Yes.
the mixtape bingo. And if I'm playing music for the whole stream, you know, you got to fill up your card with 5 things that might happen in that stream.
Mhm.
And I've been getting my other listeners from other platforms to come over to Twitch because you have to say bingo in the Twitch chat.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, and then some of the things on the card are correlating with Twitch. So if someone puts a "Be More Like Us" emote in the chat, if
Mhm.
that's on your bingo card, you exit off. You
Yeah.
know, so it's specialized to. That's my son. You
Yeah.
so
He's
that's how you win bingo. And then what I'll do is give you something that's in my closet, like a
right.
flash drive, a DJ Chanel B flash drive,
Okay. Okay.
mixtape, and some other vendors that have things like the sugar cookies, like Miss
Yes.
Claus.
Yes. Yes. DJ Classics. Woo.
Yeah,
Yes, sugar. I mean, so
those
I'm
addictive cookies.
as you bring people over from Facebook and Instagram,
Mhm.
what advice do you have for them so that they don't get overwhelmed? Because it can be a lot. So what advice do you give them? Go ahead.
Uh, don't get overwhelmed. Play just as if you were anywhere else, especially if you were DJing and you were doing this somewhere else. Now, if you're new to the technology world and streaming, there are a lot of DJs just like you. Don't feel intimidated at all, because a lot of the DJs I know, with me being in Baltimore,
Hmm.
we're known to be outside DJing and we know each other here. But when you get online, you're realizing, oh, these DJs are not from Baltimore and they're not just playing the same music. And how in the world do I get them to follow me? You know, so be be comfortable, be yourself, be friendly, speak to people, get to know people, come in the chat, because there are some people I've seen, their DJs from this area, and they're expecting following to just come on. Got to be careful with that, because here on the Twitch world, some new people. You know, I didn't know this, but playing Baltimore music is a dope thing, but that people don't hear often everywhere else. So when they see me, they automatically register like, oh, we're gonna hear Baltimore music because she's playing. So what you have, just because you see someone else doing something different, keep your originality, because when you come to Twitch, it's the world. It's not just the area
Yeah.
you're from, especially if you're just a DJ that's inside now because of COVID. All right. And if you're just coming from another platform, tell them people get on the train, or you leave them and you make some new friends.
Yes. 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 Exactly.
I'm looking at my new friends here on the Twitch world. Hi, guys. Nice to meet you. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, exactly. So you spoke about something very similar to what NYC Dope shared last week, in terms of you have to kind of cover all the time zones, and like
Yes.
the world. No longer are we just DJing in LA. No longer are we just
Mhm.
DJing in Atlanta or Chicago. Like we have the whole world that's kind of out there for us to listen, and that just opens up a whole world of possibilities. Play on words.
Yeah, especially when, oh my goodness, I think there were 2 DJs that probably in this chat at different times. DJ Daz did not know this. No one knows this automatically. My father was in a disco band back in the 70s, Crown Heights Affair, and they had one loop that always is taken from different songs. he played it while I was just watching, and immediately this was my new friend that I'm just like, oh my goodness. Every time he goes on, I gotta listen for another surprise and
Yeah.
another DJ. It was Selected. He did the same. He
Yeah.
didn't know who I was. He had no clue who I'm connected to.
Yeah.
And he played a track. And my father has been gone for about 5 years now. Some of the members they look at me like I'm the niece or so. And
Right.
whenever I hear songs from people randomly that affect me personally, I'm just like, wow, I got to stay tuned to these people because they're sending messages through the music they
Mhm.
had no idea they were doing. And this is one of the reasons why DJs, you can't be discouraged because you never know who's watching. I
Mhm.
watch from my TV, so even if I'm not in the chat, I may notice what's going on, and I'm just like, wow, this is dope. You're not just playing what someone else is playing.
Yes.
And we're listening for that.
Yes.
At least
Yes.
I am, because I'm just like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, so
Yes. So you're being quite humble here, but DJ Chanel B is also a very talented singer. Like she could sing. And so I'm not gonna ask you to sing right now, but
please, I
I'll
lost
just
my voice the other day.
yeah, so we need to get you some honey tea over there. We're gonna deliver some honey tea to you through treat streams. But my question for you is how have you been able to add that to your streams to
Oh,
make it really unique? Because I love how you do that. So you can sing, so share that with us.
so the karaoke, regardless of the music is in my blood, but I love singing, but I don't just like singing songs. I like to make it entertaining. I'm very animated. So when people see me DJing, they're like, "Oh, you do a show." And I'm like, "That's not planned. I just have to do it because something happens when the music is playing with me." So one day, I think on the stream, I don't know how these ideas come in, but I've made it where the channel points now, you can redeem your channel points and get me to impersonate
Yes.
somebody singing.
Yes.
It
Yes.
was probably you.
Yes.
I don't know who it was, but I was randomly singing because on Sunday Fun Day, when I do the karaoke, if you don't sing, sometimes I know back when we were doing karaoke in regular clubs and restaurants, I had to sing first, and then everybody else is like, oh, I want to sing, I want to sing. So
Right.
I'll do it on my Twitch, and I'll sing to let you know, like, hey guys, it's okay, because I figured the words too, and I just sing because, hey, it's fun. Don't let it discourage you if I'm sounding better, because the days that my voice is gone, I sound horrible, but we're going to make it fun. So today would be one of those bad days.
Right. But we're not gonna we're not gonna ask you to sing today, so don't worry. But
I'll sing Sunday.
I had to acknowledge the fact that old girl could sing, so we're not gonna we're not gonna do that. So
Thank you.
you showed the stream deck there. What's another piece of technology that you're looking forward to getting next?
Please don't ask me that question because so I remember you had that Sony camera, right?
Yeah.
I am still holding on to my Sony A7 III.
Hmm.
And I'm still debating on if I'm keeping it or not because I love my Canon M200. It's doing really good. But what I've been doing in October, when people subscribe to me, I gave them a free overlay. What I realize is that if I'm using graphics from people, if I'm not making them personalized, they don't have to get it from me. So I've been using the camera to kind of take pictures to make these overlays a little more custom. All right. If
Okay.
you're a Baltimore DJ and you ask for an overlay from me, it's like we can go anywhere in this city. I can take a picture and then nobody else has that overlay because it's custom to you. My camera, I feel like I'm trying to keep it, but at the same time, I'm like, I don't know, because my next purchase would be another lens for it.
Okay.
And none of these lenses are are inexpensive. I just got a 14 terabyte hard drive. One day
Okay.
when I grow up, I want a 4 terabyte internal like DJ Eclipse.
Yes, Mr. 64 gigabytes.
Right.
Yes, yes, that's your new name, Eclipse. That's your new name, Mr. 64 gigabytes. We just gonna call that what
Yes,
it
I
is.
do. Right, right. So I definitely am looking for that, but I'm trying to stay still on purchasing anymore
Yeah,
unless the government wants to give us more funding for our businesses that we have.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I have definitely took advantage of these SBA grants and all. So I'm over my max now. I can't do anymore unless my LLC has more media opportunities.
Right, 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 for sure.
I
So
can't
okay,
purchase anything else.
so we got a couple more questions for you, and then we're gonna let you
Okay.
go. The next first, share with us what days you stream in terms of and when you have your special shows, like the media shows
Um,
as well.
all right. Well, starting 3 days ago, I've been on Twitch. I'm gonna do a 30-day challenge.
Uh-oh.
I'm trying. And the thing is, because I still do events with people virtually, anything that's not special, it's going to be streamed to Twitch as well as
Hmm.
to that event. So I can try to keep up and build my audience. But Sunday is my Sunday Fun Day, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can get on the Discord cam and you can sing, you can dance. Monday is Media Specialist Monday.
Yes,
You can ask
yes,
me any questions about technology or how do you hook up your camera? What's the best camera to use? You can ask simple questions that if they don't become too advanced and we don't send you to Money Experience at 8 p.m., you can ask me at 3 Eastern
yeah,
Standard Time. Thursday, I do have the show where I do some of the games. The games are not for winning prizes Thursday night. Thursday, no, it's not Thursday night anymore. It's Thursday at 3 now, Eastern
okay.
Standard Time, because I
Hmm.
started to train with my Vibras. I started at 3 p.m. And as of now, those are the designated Twitch times. But I've been randomly popping in, and I noticed last Wednesday I was motivational, and I had a lot of listeners, and I'm sitting here like, where'd you all come from? I
Yeah,
didn't even schedule this. So I'm looking at doing it every day because it's definitely motivating. You know,
yeah,
I get great work done just by DJing here, and the viewers don't know it, but it's like it's motivation. It's coming
yeah,
back to me
yeah,
because when people outside see me, and if you don't have events going on outside often, you can get discouraged. Like, I don't know what to play. So
yeah.
that's the boat I'm in. Like when I DJ outside, I'm like, well, what are they listening to? We've been inside so long.
Right, 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 for sure.
So
All
my
right.
people are here for me. I love it.
That's great. And then I always ask this kind of the closing question, but I always ask for like any last minute words of wisdom or advice for like DJs that are streaming,
Um,
maybe new to it, and then viewers as well.
Ooh, viewers. I'll start with the viewers because viewers enjoy it and save some dollars on some of these subscriptions you have everywhere else, because if you can get a real community that can definitely interact with you, you know, I think that it's best to support those people. Not to say don't support people that are in Hollywood and on the Netflix or the Sirius XM streams, but a lot of your people right now that during COVID have had to change their outlook on things. They're doing new things like streaming now. They're coming to a new world. They need that support. And that goes into my DJs. You know, DJs don't get discouraged if you realize you come from the Facebook world and your Facebook people don't want to come over here. There are millions of people watching. You
Mhm.
don't have to just think of those people. But what I would like to let DJs know also is consider taking surveys, consider asking for feedback from your listeners, finding out what they like, and if they don't budge, push them. It's like I'm joking. Don't push them. Just take what they're saying into consideration and try to tell them why coming over to Twitch is good. You
Yeah.
know, because if they have an app, a phone, it can play without them listening. They can go on other apps. If they're watching from a Fire Stick, it comes on automatically. It's free to download. If they're a Primer, they can subscribe to your channel, and
Yes.
they don't have to do anything but just show their support the different way, because your life is changing. 2020, we're doing some different virtual things. We would love for you to support us in this different experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Awesome. All right. Well, we appreciate your time. I know your son is itching to have you back, so we just appreciate you and what you're doing. And we definitely will collaborate on more classes and things together. I love when people decide to teach and share their knowledge. I think that's amazing. So thank you for that. And just thank you for being a good supporter. And we will see you soon. People in the chat, you can leave some hearts for Chanel B. We appreciate you.
I see someone from BSU in the chat. Shout
Yeah.
out to the Bulldogs.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay. Good. So we'll see you soon. Take care.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Well done. All right. So there we go. That was great. We got another guest coming up soon. I see you, Tyler. We're coming up soon here. Want to share some more things with you all. Great questions. I think that people are answering questions in the chat. And actually, I think it's DJ Cruz is in here. I'm going to show you a couple other things we have here. So these are new tips for mods here as well. So if you're a mod or you're working with a streamer to mod, make sure you talk to the streamer about their expectations of you as a mod as well. This was some advice. Number 2 is really good in terms of planning your modding around your schedule and not vice versa. Like, make sure when you're free and you can mod, let people know, but don't adjust your schedule to mod, because then you'll get stressed out and it won't work out very well. So do this as well. And this was one that was mentioned by a couple people, but network can be visible in other streams, because you are one of the most hidden ways for a streamer to grow their channel. If you're networking and having good presence, people are going to follow you and they know you mod a channel, they're going to check out your channel. So that's good. Communicate with your streamer and fellow mods, set up a group chat, a group text, Discord chat, something as well. And then just as you see, we like to practice in our stream, greet everyone who comments. But if the lurkers are lurking, you leave them be. Don't comment unless they comment as well, and then really have fun. So do that as well. I see you, Ruthie. Thank you for that. So that's good. Any questions or comments on this one, you can kind of put it in the chat, any extra tips or whatever, because we're always trying to learn. But this is really good. And then I'm also going to put up some tips for new streamers, because people ask in terms of new streamers what to do. And I'll ask the more experienced streamers that are in the chat to give advice too, because I know when you start streaming, it can be a lot. The technology, the chat, the lights, it is a lot going on, and it can be very intimidating. And people stay for a week, and then they leave, and we don't want you to leave. We want you to stay, because the more content that there's here for people, the more they'll stay and find each other. So let me find that one really quickly. Okay, so here's some advice for new streamers as well. And you can see here, Chanel B's in the middle right there. So don't let the technology hiccups slow you down. We all have technology issues. I don't know one person who has not had a tech issue with Twitch, whether it's no sound, camera crashes, computer crashes. We all have tech issues as well. What's up, DJ Lindsay? Good to see you. I loved your set yesterday. We were talking, chatting. Make sure you're following DJ Lindsay. We had a great time yesterday on your set. Also, do what we're doing right now in terms of networking with other streamers. Spend some, and also I want to add that when you're networking with other streamers and you come into their chat, don't just do a 2-minute drive-by and then leave. Stay in the chat for a while, talk to people in the chat, spend some quality time in there, and you'll get a lot back. But don't do the 2-minute drive-by. We noticed that. We all know what it means, and just make sure you don't do that as well. That's good. So then let me think here. Another, keep it simple in the beginning, just audio, camera, microphone. The fourth one is really important. Don't worry about viewer numbers. Even to this day, I cover up how many people are watching my stream, because and LV's in the chat, he always says from the beginning, whether it's 5 people or 5,000, you should just be the same. Be you the same as well. And just get started. I know Victoria Rollins, she said that as her ending advice. We didn't plan that, but she just said, just start. Just hit start and go. And then do your best to avoid the comparison trap. Don't compare your chapter 1 or 2 to someone else, another streamer who's been doing this for months, their chapter 27. So do that, have fun, and just start. That's the main thing, is just don't let your fear stop you from starting. That's the main thing here. And so let me answer a couple questions, and then we're going to get yeah, there you are, Victoria. We listened to you well. So yes, and I hope love sick. I love that. We're still learning as well. I learn something new every day as well. I just learned about bringing Zoom in, bringing Discord in. So we're still learning. We're all learning together as well. Yes. So this one here, networking is everything as well. Oh wow. There you go again, GamesBond. A 5-pack. A 5-pack. Thank you very much. So for all you newbies, this is what we call a 5-piece. DJ GamesBond just gifted 5 subs to people in the chat, and we call it a 5-piece. And you can tell us whether or not you want ranch, extra fries, all that as well. So let me think here. So Selecta, you put this in here. I wanted to bring this up because this is what I learned the hard way. Is that if your mixer dies, but you're on OBS, you can have like a video loaded up so that if something happens, you need to restart your computer, you can pop on that video for 5 minutes and that'll help you. I had to do that last week. No one knew, but because I learned this as well, that was also what it is. So there's a couple other great tips here I wanted to share as well. And keep putting the ticks up as well. Yes, Victoria, agreed with you there. Yes, that's good too, Lindsay. Great to see you as well. So do that as well. Hold on, there was one here that NYC Dope shared. Here, I want to share this. Yes. Don't let lack of equipment. There's still some janky stuff I use around my house as well. Just get started. You can invest back in your stream once you get your first affiliate check or whatever, and just get started because you'll see very quickly you have more around, extra mixer, extra speaker stuff as well. I love this Waffle House Index. Be kind to yourself. That's the most important. Do not stress. Have fun with it. And if you have fun with it, you'll go very far also. That's awesome that you found this through IG. That's another good tip that Victoria did. Even if we don't want people to watch us on IG, you can still share your stream, your schedule on Instagram, Facebook, and people will come over. Linda Nuves, I hope I pronounced it right, is a perfect example. So thank you for sharing that. I don't know, Flossie, that just happened. I'm not sure about that. This is a good one too. Shanda, hello, good to see you. This is one thing that I struggle with a lot personally because I have a lot of people, a lot of friends, real friends and friends on Facebook. And for the life of me, I would try to get them to come over to Twitch and they would not come. They say, oh yeah, I'll be there. And they just won't come. And so after a while, you just have to kind of let it go and be like, okay, I'm going to leave you on Facebook. I think LV said that earlier, and we're just going to keep it moving. And then maybe they'll come on eventually. But if not, there's a whole new people who want to be here that are there as well. So we'll do that as well. Let me think, is there anything else? Great tips, though. Great tips. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Exactly, DJI. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah. Okay, awesome there. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Yeah, so we could show you how to do that as well. Let's see here. So hold on, DJ Fudge, you asked this questions. No, you don't lose it. It'll just come up to you next pay period. So say in September, you didn't get your payout, it'll just be there waiting for you the next month. You won't lose it as well. You won't lose it as well. Let's see here. Good, just get started. Okay, good. Linda Nuez, I'm glad I pronounced that right. That's important to me, pronouncing names. All right, good. So keep those comments going. We are going to bring on our next guest as well. Let me get you in here. Hold on, let me just do this really quickly. You're welcome, DJ Fudge. You're welcome. Keep asking questions here as well. Let's see, I shared the tips here. Let's see, make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay, cool. All right, what's up, Paul Howard? Good to see you there. Awesome. So we'll keep putting the questions there. I'll let my mods to share my other things here. All right, so Tyler, welcome. Let's make sure we hear you first.
Oh,
okay,
hey, we're live.
Yes, we are live. So this is the first time I've heard Tyler say anything. So this is hilarious. So welcome to Tyler Johnson for appearing with us. I'll ask you the same question I ask other people. How did you find Twitch and what inspired you to start streaming?
Sorry, is my mic good, by the way? I just want to check before we...
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You're good. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Hey, Flossie. I was actually streaming on Twitch a long time ago when it was called Justin TV. This was like 6 years ago.
Wow, okay.
So, but I was streaming gaming stuff. So, like, after that, I sort of moved to streaming DJing slowly, but only for like a week on Twitch ever. And then after that, I was streamed on Facebook for about 5 years.
Okay.
And then here we are back on Twitch
Here we
after
are back on
Corona
Twitch.
happened. Yeah.
So what made you switch from your 5 years on Facebook to come back to Twitch?
The biggest thing, obviously, I don't know how many people know this, but if you're streaming on Twitch, you get copyright, like a copyright takedown, and it's automated. So if you're streaming, and let's say like 45 minutes or an hour into your stream, they just cut your video live. So like your video's down. So I mean, that was always fine for me when I was playing gigs out and about every week. But once that stopped, I was like, okay, I want to play for more than 45 minutes or more than an hour.
Yeah.
So at that point, I made the switch back over to Twitch.
Okay, because so Twitch right now they don't cut you off, but they will mute your stream afterwards.
Yes,
as
so
well.
the VODs get muted, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. Congratulations for recently getting partner status. So
Oh, thank you.
congratulations. I know a question that's come up, and I want to see your answer. Is that I know it took maybe 7 or 8 weeks for you from the time you put your application in to get approved. Can you kind of explain why that happened and how were you able to stay sane while you were waiting for 2 months to get approved?
I wish I could explain why it happened. No one knows why it happens. Yeah, it was like for the first, I guess like when you're making your way up there, this is what happened for me. Like I was starting to pull a lot more viewers week over week. And when you're starting to get there, you see your number like approaching 75 average. So you're like, oh, I can apply. And then you're like, oh, maybe I'll get it like in a week or like in a few days because I'm doing so well. And then like a week goes by and like there's just radio silence. There's like no emails back and forth. It's just like a button you click. It's literally a button.
Right.
And when you go back to look at it, it's just like a page that loads and there's nothing on it except for like we're reviewing your application. So
Yeah.
that for like a month, I would like wake up and check every day. And then like after a month, I was like, I don't even care anymore. Because honestly, what you realize about partner is when you're not a partner, all you want to do is like make it to being a partner. And then once you get to partner and you're waiting for so long, you realize that it doesn't really matter if you're a partner or not. It just matters about your actual viewer growth. So how your viewers are, like your return viewers and everything, how you're actually growing, because partner doesn't change too much in the grand scheme of things. So you're going to keep growing one way or another. Hopefully that should be your goal to do. To just
Okay.
keep growing.
So that's an excellent perspective. Thank you for sharing. You get more emotes. That's the main thing that I kind of.
Yeah, you get all the emotes. That's a big one. I think the big one for me, since I use a green screen, was you get the dedicated encoding. So when people are watching your stream, they have always the option to select in a different quality, so they can watch in 360p or 1080p. Because when you use a green screen, you have to stream at a very high bitrate on Twitch to make it look good. And if you're not a partner and you're streaming at 1080p and 6,000 bitrate, you cut off a lot of your audience
Interesting.
due to internet issues.
Okay. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that happened to Sandra. That was happening to her when I used my green screen on Saturday for the Halloween. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other information in terms of what you've noticed now that you've been partner that is different from when you were working towards it?
Honestly, the one thing that I love about it now is I've heard you talking about this. You already do this, is turning off your viewer count and not worrying about what you're doing or your content on your streams. When I was working up to partner, you're like streaming and all you're doing for the most part, because there's no live audience and the only reactions you have to how you're doing is if your viewers are going up or down or chat reactions. And one of the biggest things I find is that you really change your DJ set or your mood and attitude depending on how many viewers are coming and going. So the nicest thing to do is just turn your viewer count off. I mean, I haven't streamed with my viewer count on in like over 3 months now.
Wow.
So like, I don't know if I have like 50 viewers in my chat or 200. I don't know.
Okay. That's interesting. I also want to know, you've been streaming on Twitch for over like almost 8 years. How have you been able to be resilient enough to stick with it? And you just, after 8 years, it took you, we'll say 7 years and 6 months to get partner. How were you able to stick with it so long?
I wouldn't put it that way. Like I did my first stream ever on Twitch like 6 or 7 years ago,
Hmm.
but that was like I was streaming gaming on like a totally different account.
Okay.
I really only started streaming on Twitch. I made this account, and there was a period I think 4 years ago where I did stream for like a 2 week window on
Hmm.
Twitch. So I was affiliate when I started up with this
Okay.
account. But honestly, that didn't make a difference. I streamed starting when COVID started for a 2 month window with 1 to 5 viewers. And I was streaming basically every day or like 5 days a week for like 1 to 3 hour sets.
Wow.
So it's all about, I think your last guest was talking about sort of like the raid effect.
Hmm.
And raids are obviously a big help if you're lucky enough to get a raid when you're starting out as a streamer. And the other thing too is just persistence and like showing up in other people's chats and talking. The biggest way to grow or to get people to like come and hang out with you is to, I would say, just be active on Twitch.
Hmm.
I find even now, just being active in other people's chats, you meet so many people every day. After I've been streaming like every day for the last 6 months or like 5 days a week, and
Yeah.
there's still new people I meet every day, like that are like DJs on Twitch. So
Yeah. So, question for you. First, tell the listeners kind of where you're based out of, because you're based in Canada. Tell them that, and then also share with us. I think didn't you do like you did 50 days in a row, I believe.
yeah.
So tell us about where you are and talk about the 50 days in a row, which you did as well.
That was crazy. So I'm in Canada, in Ontario, Canadian streamer, and that's actually sort of what boosted me on Twitch. I decided, well, I didn't decide from the start I was going to stream 50 days in a row, but when everything happened, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be working much right now. So every single day, Waffle House, here's my accent. Every day I would be streaming. And sorry, I was just reading chat. There's a few things I saw about partners that I'll touch on in a second.
Okay.
Every day when I was streaming, that's when I would start actually going and being active in a Twitch community. So I'd be in other streamers' chats and finding people I like. And obviously you don't want to go in and be like, hey, like I'm streaming later, come check me out. Like you just want to, sometimes it comes up naturally. It's hard to say like how aggressive, you shouldn't really ever be aggressive saying it, but somehow try and get it out there. But yeah, I started doing 50 days. I was like 20 days in, and someone made a joke that I'd go to 50. And then like when I got to 30 days, I was like, I'm over halfway now. I just can't quit. But I mean, it's very, very, very tough to do that many days in a row as a DJ, because one of the biggest things I noticed was that a lot of your audience is reoccurring. And for the type of music I play, and I'm sure this happens for you too, you feel like you're repeating music too much. So it's a lot of work you're putting in off stream, digging for music. I think DJ Paul Harrow, is it rude to self-promote yourself? Somewhat.
Yes, that's the answer. Somewhat. Yes.
Somewhat.
Yes. Yes.
You want people to know you're a DJ on Twitch, but there's nice ways to do it.
Yes, and you get an opportunity to shout out as well. So just how you said that it's very hard. So you were there when Flossie and Woo decided to do the 30-day challenge at Furrow, and I followed them the next day. And so you were there as we did the challenge along, and you were like, "Are you gonna do 50 days in a row?"
Yeah.
And once we got there, I got the 54, Flossie got the 55, but that is a lot.
It's
That is
crazy,
a lot.
yeah.
It's crazy. What did you learn from that experience?
The biggest thing, actually, I learned a lot about myself as a DJ doing that, just in terms of like how much work you can put in and the results you get out of it. Like obviously searching for new music and organizing, and I'm really glad I did the 50 days, because it's honestly, it just helped me grow so much just as a DJ, and I'm sure you can
Oh yes.
somewhat relate to that as well.
Oh yes. Yes.
It's there's some days when you wake up during the like 30 to 5 days in, and you're dreading going to stream again. And once you're up there, it's all good, but it's like you're so concerned about, are people going to show up today? Are people going to think I'm repeating music? And then you're also concerned about the 2 to 4 hours you have to put in off stream to go organize your music and find new music.
Yes.
It's insane.
I had almost all my CDs up on my main floor, just putting them to my computer. It was crazy. It was
Yeah.
crazy. What, like, your stream is very unique. Like, this is the first time I've ever heard you talk. You never ever talk on your stream except for special occasions.
Very
Tell us
rarely.
Tell us about that, and what's your preferred genre? Because the genre you play is different than mostly people in here are like hip hop, R&B,
Yeah.
pop. So we talk a lot, but yours is very different, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, so I play more of like, I would say it's like techno, but it's more of like melodic and like a deeper style techno. But I switch it up sometimes, for sure. But the biggest thing I like on my channel is that I try not to speak over the music. Because if I was playing at a live show or like any events I go to, there's probably not even a mic that exists at the event. Like, people don't use mics for the type of music I listen to. And that can be a big issue on Twitch, obviously, because a lot of Twitch is about interaction with your community. But so during the 50 days, I only bought a mic like 30 days in, and I would just use it. Yeah, people were like, you need to like buy a mic, but I was like, I still don't want to use the mic. So what I use it for is if it depends on the mood I'm in, first of all, and how my set is. If someone raids me, that's like a big raid. So if it's like one of my friends and they're coming over with like 200 people, I'm obviously going to go on the mic and be like, thanks
Right.
for the raid. But most of the time it's at the end of my stream. I'll just say goodbye to everyone and thank you for the follows and etc. today.
Yeah.
But my philosophy behind it is I'm trying to put it on like a real show that I would go to for people. So there's no cuts in the music, there's no interruptions. And a lot of people appreciate that now, and a lot of people come to my channel and they're not meaning to be disrespectful to other DJs, but they're like, thank you for not ever talking on the mic and just playing music.
Yeah, I will turn when I have to study or do my homework for my classes. I will come to your channel and just let it play. I'll do video games, and you'll still be playing when I finish my video games. So it's a good balance. Like, we all take different things. We all don't eat the same thing every day, so it's like different things. Also, I wanted to point out Vicky Saster. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yes, no, it's not only for DJs. So send me a whisper. I'll tell you about that as well. My next question would be for you is, when you have people that are new in terms of viewers watching you, and Flossie wants to know, when can we see you at a festival in real life? So she's asking that as well.
Yeah, probably in a few years.
So a few years. What advice do you give for viewers who are new to watching you on Twitch and staying there? Because as we've talked about all day, it can be very overwhelming. But how do you make them feel comfortable?
What I do, I somehow have mastered typing on my computer. If you like where the whale, I don't know if you can see right where I'm pointing. There's like a laptop right behind there. And as I'm mixing, I can now go and type to people at the same time, basically, because I've been playing so much. I'm just so used to it. And when I see someone show up in the channel, like every single person, they're all the recurring videos or viewers for the most part, I say hi to, or like, hey, how's your day? Everything.
Yes.
Every single time. So I just I just say hello to everyone and make them feel welcome. And honestly, the community that I have in my channel, and that it's a community that's like interwoven across a lot of Twitch through a lot of the DJs I watch. It's an amazing community, and they're always chatting and having good conversations and enjoying the music. So it's very, very welcoming.
And then, okay, so that's great advice for viewers. What about for mods? Because I think what I find very fascinating about your channel is that you pretty much will type and interact with people in the chat, which is different than we do it. So what advice do you have for mods that can maybe do a lot of the same things that you do in your stream?
This is a strange thing because I hear you guys. I know I've watched a few of these now, and I know you guys talk about mod tips a lot. And I think the greatest thing with the our community as like DJs is the mods don't have to not per se do as much, but like if you watch like a gaming stream ever on Twitch, it's a totally different chat experience. It's like that's what I sort of think the mod role is created for. Is actually when you're getting like hateful messages and other like things. The worst that I've seen is like people, those bots that come in and they're like, click here for free followers or whatever.
Yeah.
And like there's been like 2 or 3 times when a mod in my channels had to delete a message.
Yeah.
I think you should still have like 3 or 4 people in your community that you trust and that are there all the time as mods just in case. But just in my experience, I know this is going to differ for everyone. It's not too big of a role in my channel.
Okay.
But in terms of, I think you could use it for like greeting people as well. Like the mods are someone that could greet people. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I'm also curious to hear when you meet new streamers and and your perspective will be really interesting because you've been on Twitch, you've been on Facebook, you've been on these platforms, and you've put a lot of time in both the gaming and then DJing. What advice do you have for like new streamers that are new to the platform that want to grow to reach the same levels that you have?
It's a lot of dedication. It doesn't happen overnight. I'll tell you that. If you're a new streamer, and I see this all the time, and I was doing it at one point, when you go on Twitch and you see a stream that has a lot of viewers and you're like, oh, I can play this same music, or I can, my setup's going to look better. That person's been doing it for a long time and they've put work in. The biggest thing is to just get active in the Twitch community. It's great, and there's so many. I could spend all day on Twitch and have good music all day long. My like entire bar is just streamers. I have like 6 streamers on that I love right now. I could go watch music,
Right.
and chatting in their communities. And people notice when you're around. People notice you, and even when I'm picking raids now, my raids are never predetermined.
Okay.
When I'm at this is something to think about as a small streamer. I think a lot of I'm not saying like I'm a big streamer, but like a lot of like decently sized streamers are picking raids. They pick it like this. I look at the list and I'm more enticed to go towards someone that I like that's at like 5 or 6 viewers than someone that has 100 viewers and I already know half my chat's gonna go over there anyways. So as long as you're active in the community and like you put the effort in, it'll happen. It'll come. It's just it's a grind.
It is.
But it's fun. Like I always enjoy playing now. When I go up there and if I'm having a bad day, within 2 seconds someone's in my chat saying hello and I'm already feeling way better.
Yeah, it's very therapeutic. So a couple of questions that you mentioned from that. I first want to ask your raid strategy. You spoke about a little bit, like how has raiding helped your channel grow? And then how do you use raids to network? Because I found you when Flossie raided you, and that's when I first found you. And that was like early on, we were first doing this. So talk to us about that.
Okay, yeah, raid. I think I'd have to look at like my stream graphs, but I know there was one point that I got a huge raid when I was doing my 50-day streak. I was networking with a few of the people from the club Quarantine.
Yeah.
And they would keep raiding around, and it was like a Discord server and everything, and they would just keep raiding from streamer to streamer. And I think one of the biggest, I guess it would be considered a breakthrough, but it didn't like have a huge effect on my viewers, was when Gabriel and Dresden raided me probably like 5 months ago, and that was from Club Quarantine. But in terms of raid strategy, there definitely is strategy in raiding. There's there's ups and downs to rating bigger and smaller streamers. When you rate a bigger streamer, what you're mostly hoping for, first of all, when I rate people, I'm not hoping to get anything back in return. Like, I'm rating someone because I like them. But when you're starting out as a streamer, there definitely can be some alternatives for your raid choice. When you're rating a bigger streamer, you'd be looking to have that streamer maybe notice you in the community more. And then they're like, oh, this guy's a streamer too. Especially if you're like just starting and you have 3 viewers, go rate a streamer that you watch. And then that lets them know you're a DJ and a streamer on Twitch. So that's like an intrusive way to let people know that you stream and you're a DJ without being like, hey, watch my stream later.
Rate them. They'll notice you then for sure.
And it depends on the person, but like when someone does that to me, I always drop them a follow and I go check it out because I'm like on Twitch all day anyways. And this is actually something that mods in my channel do. One of my mods always clicks when she sees someone new in chat, she'll click on them. And you can tell right away if they're a streamer or not by the views and likes, even if they're a small streamer, and she'll always do a shout out. So
tip.
That's just a channel to channel thing. And
You
other
see
than
the
that,
question?
though-
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. what was
Question.
this?
This question from Lindsay: who are some of your favorite DJs on Twitch? We follow a lot like R&B, hip hop, but we
Yeah.
need our horizons to be broadened. So talk to us.
Yeah, there's this list is so big, it's hard to start.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, Rui Tokyo. I think that's how you spell it. Oh, did it go in chat? Oh, right there.
Let's see. Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
Rui
yeah. And
Tokyo. Oh, I
one
did
of
it
our
wrong.
mods. No, one of our mods will link that as well. So thank you.
There's a few.
Yeah.
It's honestly so big. It's hard to like say how you'd find it, but I don't want to give you like a huge list of people. But like, just Jeremiah is another one. I rated him tonight. There's
Okay.
so many great people on Twitch. He's actually a DJ I found when I was looking for a raid one night, and I was just sorted from low to high viewer count,
Yeah.
and then just kept scrolling until I saw something that looked like it would be something I like. And he had like 5 viewers, and I rated him, and right now he has 105 viewers, like 4 months later.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
So like he's been killing it. There's so much talent on Twitch and so many good DJs out there. You just gotta take some time and look and click through.
Agreed. What is maybe the one piece of technology that you've acquired since quarantine that has been like a godsend for you?
Ooh,
And if you want to go back and pick it up and show us, we will let you do that too.
that's 100% these lights up here.
Really? Okay, tell us about them.
So I got these. Green screening is very hard to get right, and if you see my channel, you can tell the amount of effort and work I put in to the background behind me. Do you like Chipotle? These lights, they're amazing. They were pretty cheap for lights. They were like $120 for both Canadian, so like $80, $90 American.
Right.
And they're like remote control, so I can like turn them on and off.
Nice. Okay.
And they're LED, and they're just so nice, and they light so evenly. That's like the game changer for me for getting the visuals right.
Awesome.
But-
Lights.
There's a lot of stuff I've done. This used to all be hanging on the ground, like on tripods, like this tripod, and my entire floor was taken up
Okay.
to where I couldn't even move. So like I've slowly acquired all these mounts to put everything on the ceiling and everything.
Nice.
So
Okay.
you're always upgrading. And honestly though, when things work, just stick with them. Because there's so many upgrades that I've done. And I'll tell you, I'm pretty good with technology. And when you upgrade, something always breaks. It doesn't matter.
Yes. So Lovesick wants to know what's the light brand and model, if you remember that offhand, or
Yeah, what I'll do is I got it from Amazon. What I'll do is I'll try and find the link here as we're
Okay,
talking.
awesome.
Yeah.
As you're thinking about that, I'm curious to know what's the next big tech purchase you're going to make, because we see, if I think you were there when we saw like Mr. 64 gigabytes with his computer, and with like a lot of things we've seen, whether it be the stream decks or lights or computers. What's maybe your next purchase you're thinking about making?
I've just purchased so much stuff for the stream. I don't think I need to purchase anything else. Like I just purchased the new CDJs when they came out the other month. That
Okay.
was crazy. I just like built a new computer for streaming, which is a big problem because my visuals like to crash like 5 times a stream now.
Uh-oh. Okay.
So it's like I've been trying to work on that for the last 3 weeks.
All
So I
right.
mean, that's what I mean. Like, don't always upgrade. Like, upgrades are good, but if your stream's working, it's working.
Okay.
In terms of like what I would grab next for my stream, honestly, I can't think of anything right now. Like,
That's good then. That's good.
I sort of went and upgraded it all.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. All right, so we really appreciate you taking time. If you see a question you want to answer, but really my final question is always like last minute words of wisdom and advice because we're all grinding together. You know, some of us are starting 30-day challenges, some of us have finished, but we're still trying to improve and move forward. Many people are trying to emulate you and become a partner as well. And I really appreciate your perspective on how nothing really changes, but kind of the encoding rate.
Yeah.
What kind of last minute wisdom and advice do you have for us as we say goodbye to you?
Yeah, I mean, if you're, I'm assuming most of the people on here are trying to be Twitch DJs.
Yeah, DJs, regular streamers as well, and then viewers and mods too.
Yeah. The biggest thing I'm going to tell you is just don't worry about your numbers. It's a very easy trap to fall into. And if you're just getting up and streaming and concerned about your numbers or trying to make money on Twitch or anything, it's going to be a rough time. I think the biggest thing is to just go and put on your show how you want to. And if you put the quality into it and the effort, it's going to, at some point, it might not happen right away. Like I did 2 months before it started picking up. At some point, people will start noticing, and it only takes a few. And then that one person is in someone else's channel, and a DJ asks for a raid idea, and they're like, "Oh, go raid Tyler." And then next thing you know, you have a 30-person raid coming over, or a 200-person raid, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, awesome. Well, everyone, make sure you follow Tyler. Put the ones and the hearts in the chat as well. Thank you, Spin Your Reader, for that sub. 3 months. We appreciate you. Yeah. We are good. I appreciate you taking time.
Thanks for having me.
I'm so excited. Thank you for checking us out. We're going to continue to follow you. And
I'm really glad on what you did too here with your channel.
It
makes me really happy seeing this and like helping out the community. It's really good, and I like that you give all these viewers like advice on OBS and other streaming things because not many people do that.
Yeah. Well,
So
thank you.
It's really good.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome. Thank you. Just trying to help all of us. So we appreciate your time. We're going to come to your channel soon. When's the next time you're streaming? Tomorrow?
I do like 5 days a week right now, so I just got done 4 hours before I got on here, so my hair's a little messy. Had a hat on.
It's okay. We're just happy you came on. So stay safe.
Yeah.
We hope to see you soon, and we're going to follow your stream.
100%. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome.
Have a good night, guys.
Okay, take care. Awesome there. So good. So we got a couple of minutes left. I'm going to show you our multi-Twitch TV because I know there are a lot of questions about that. We're going to show you that. I'm going to show you Treat Stream, and then we're going to go on a raid, I believe. So let's go here. I'm going to show you multi-Twitch TV. We're going to pick a couple people here. Hold on. Let's go to the browser there. Also, if you have any last questions, put it in the chat. And either myself or the mods will answer. We'll see here. We're going to look at Archie as well. We're going to look at it's DJ Archie is on one channel. We're going to look at DJ Rel, E-Rel on another. Then we're going to look at, let's see here, we'll look at Ninth Sage TV and see what's going on there, Sage TV. So we're going to here, let it load up here. So what we do, let me share my screen here. Hopefully it comes up. We come up. Oh, I'm gonna start watching there, start watching. Okay, so let's share the screen here. This is multi-Twitch TV. A lot of you asked, this is the way you can watch more than one stream at a time. You give each person that you're watching, they get a view credit as well. So you can see up top here, that's DJ Archie right there. To the top right is the DJ Relly Rel. That's him, and at the bottom is Ninth Sage TV as well. And you can see him kind of hidden in the corner over there. You can see up top here, there's the different chats for each channel as well. Each channel, so like I can come on this one, you just go in here and be like, what's up? Well, so I have to log on. So the challenge for me, we don't want to do that, is I need to do this from my other browser, which is Google Chrome. I'm using what's it called, Brave browser, based on suggestion from Luna Gore. But yeah, you can kind of go in, you can hit the chat, you can talk in the chat as well, DJ Archie. So this is it. It allows you to kind of see streams, look at them, follow, subscribe, all that you can do. The only challenge as well is that you can't follow the raids. You have to leave that. And then sometimes if you're using this platform, you can't, there's something else you can't do as well, I think as well, but you can't follow the raids also. So those are two things. So this is Multi-Twitch TV. If there's anyone in the chat that uses it, let us know you use it. What do you like about it? What would you like to change? So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen there. Hold on for a minute here. We're gonna stop sharing here. And let's see here. So the Brave browser, it's a browser that's much faster than like Google Chrome. Takes less what's it called? Like it takes less demand on your computer. And so I've been using it for a little while, and it's pretty good. What's up, Spinurita? Thank you for that resub again. Saw Spinurita yesterday for Dia. I forget how to pronounce that, but it was the Day of the Dead, and so that's as well. So I think I saw. I'm gonna show. Let me think here. There's a question that VaderMix had here. Where is VaderMix? He had a question about, let's see, oh, pulling Zoom onto Twitch. Okay, so I did this for the first time. Yes, thank you, Twomp. I did this for the first time for this event we have, which is tomorrow. So I'm just gonna put this here as a good segue. So we do Survivor Island as well. Tomorrow we have these boy bands. It'll be a nice welcome distraction from what we're going through in the US here. Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, 98 Degrees, New Kids on the Block, Menudo, and One Direction, who will be the last one standing. What we're doing for that is that we bring in 2 guest commentators. And so what happened is that I'll have to share a link. I'll put a link actually in our Discord, but I had to download for a Mac, I had to download a special software. And then what happens is that this software will allow you in OBS to, I think that the option is like open, it's like you get to pick a window that's open, and it allowed me to pick the window that was open, which was Zoom, bring it out to my OBS. I just then had to drag and do some things. I was able to bring the person's video in, and the sound was good as well too, which is the challenge. There was no echo. I could talk through my microphone, and it was perfect. So I'll send the link for anyone that's interested in that. But that's how I was able to do that. I want to know how to do it through Discord as well, but it kind of some fuzzy sound. But that worked. It worked well. I'm going to do it again tomorrow for our guest commentators. So that's how I did that. And then next week, I'll write that down. I'll walk you through the steps next week. So steps to do the Zoom on Twitch. And VaderMix, but I believe if you put in the chat, what's the program you use? Because I don't think you use OBS. So share with us the program you use, because I know that that is really popular. I wanted to get sound, so that helped me out as well too. So let me know that. Hosting from Multi-Twitch is, you have to go to your regular Twitch account as well. And then Linda, you put this question here. Hold on, we just do ones in the chat for, let me think here. Just to show love or whatever, ones and hearts. So if someone doesn't have a heart one, we just do ones and hearts. So we did that. I think so. It's a window capture. Yes, J-Style Sounds, a window capture. So that's how you do it. Thank you for that. It's a window capture as well. So that's good. So this, good question here. So I've seen Cash App go into a couple people's streams. I saw them go on Dow Jess's stream, and they were gifted a bunch of subs in there as well too. So that's not new. I've seen them do that before. And that's just a good way to advertise them, because here we are talking about them as well. So that's there. I don't know the answer to this question. We can find out. I think the answer could be you could do OBS mobile, but I think you have to set it up first in desktop to run as well. That's a good question there. So that's there. And next up, I wanted to show a couple things here. Let me share my screen here. I'm going to show you Treat Stream, which for anyone who's streaming, especially for long periods of time, it's really cool. And I'm going to show you some merch as well. So let's share the screen again. Thank you for stopping by, Erica's Voice. Good to see you. There. So awesome. So also we want to share, we have merch that's out right now. So you can see we got the Twitch U Class of 2020 shirt as well. So this is out here. You have the Amaniacs. Our new logo is done. Thank you to Ivy for putting it together. So you can get it on all this merch here, sweatshirts, t-shirts, everything. We have women's shirts. I love this pink one. I'm going to pick this pink one up. And for trivia night on Friday, I'll be giving away some merch. So we have lots of different cool designs. So I wanted to share that. And we could put the link in the chat. I think if we do here, hold on, I can do it right here now. We'll do merch in here. It'll pop up there, so you can get the merch there. So I wanted to share that. And then let me see if I can show you TreatStream. So let's go here. We're going to go to treatstream.com. It'll change here as well. So I think it'll show you, let's pick, yes, so TreatStream. So this here, I think it'll let me log on real quickly, Twitch. This is a way where if you want to buy your streamer breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you have to have the streamer has to go set this up. You can go set this up and use Grubhub. You can set up some dishes you like you can see right here. I have like Greek salad, chicken shawarma, pollo inca, plantains. Of course, I have pancakes, even Chick-fil-A, barbecue chicken salad, more pancakes, ice cream as well, Shake Shack. So you can set up a whole bunch of dishes. People can order it for you. You have to be streaming to use it. But yeah, if you're streaming for a long time or you got a long set going on, you can activate this. You connect it with like the Grubhub. All your treats are there and you can buy it. So I get asked about that. So I wanted to share that as well. But definitely, definitely use this because people ask and they might not want to donate, they might not want to give bits, but they want to buy you lunch, dinner, breakfast. I'm all for it. So yes, so I'm all for it. Yes, Diva 929, you know about Pollo Eco. So that's TreatStream. So I want to show you that. If you have questions about it, just try it out. I know Ivy and Morse Code, we tried it out, bought them lunch last week. So just try it. It's really cool. It's a good way for people who love to get the, I think Ohio Jimbo, I'm not sure if he's here. He bought me dinner, a lunch on Saturday. He bought me barbecue chicken salad as well. So yeah, so yes, that's good there. It's really cool. Yes, LV for sure. Like when you do this stream here, you need TreatStream as well. Definitely for that as well. So hold on, there's a business for everything. Yeah. So it's here. Can you collect meals? I don't know if you can collect meals, but I don't know if you can collect meals, but definitely try it out and see that as well because it's really cool. Also, it is super dope as well. So let me see here. I covered that. We're gonna next week. I'm gonna walk you through the entire process of bringing Zoom in. I'm gonna show you this video that I watched that taught me how to do it on YouTube. So that'll be a big focus of that as well. And that's good. Channel points, always DJs and streamers, make sure you activate your channel points and come up with some cool stuff. That's really good as well. We gave the tips. All right, so now we're going to go on a raid. Put any last minute questions you have in the stream. We're going to kind of go on a raid here. I got to get my mod here to see where we're going to go as well. So let me look here. Also, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night for Survivor. We have lots of fun there. We have lots of fun. And let me ask Holly real quick. Can we see here? Can we see? Oh. Another thing for raid is try to see how long they've been on so you can know if they're going to stay on as well. A lot of times we've raided people and they've either just gone off as well. So yeah, I did classics last week, so we're going to do someone else this week. We're going to expand our network, but thank you, Verns. Channel points, you can activate them in your, let me think here. You can activate them in your, let me think here, like your dashboard as well. Also, and that's true there. So hold on, we'll do that there. We'll walk you through how to do that next time also as well with Zoom and OBS. Okay, Lenny, I'll do that as well. DJ Furious 619. So if he just started, Victoria, we'll take your recommendation. Oh, a live podcast about Twitch DJing. Let's do that. So we'll take our guest recommendation. I love that. Let's see here. What's this? It's DJ Furious 619. So we'll do that because we take care of our guests. So yeah, so we're gonna send them over there. We're gonna go. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. See you next week. Go vote if you haven't voted. We're gonna go on a raid. Just whisper if you have questions. If you have that boot camp, send me a message. We're gonna fill that up. It's just great to see you all. It's like we all get together on Mondays, we talk and everything, we meet new people. Shout out again to DJ Miss Classy for your first set on Twitch. Anyone else that's new? Yes, Lindsay, we're happy that you came by. Come back again. Just let us know. So let me put this in and let me make sure I get the spelling correctly as well. Victoria. DJ, let's see, Furious 619. And let's go in there so you get the points. And let's go on a raid. DJ Furious 619. We'll try someone new. So I hope I did that right. Raid. So let's see here. Yes, you're welcome. Awesome. Okay, cool. This will be good. So let's see here. I do that right there. DJ Furious 619. We're going to raid, get the points as well. Definitely come back, Lovesick. Good to meet you. Thank you. I think that's him, right? DJ Furious 619. I hope this is the right person. Let me know, Victoria, and we'll do that as well. Thank you all very much for coming. We got more information. Awesome. Thank you, Victoria. Thanks for coming through. That's the right way to spell it, right? DJ Furious 619. Just let me know that. And thank you for the suggestion. Another great class and good information here. Let's see here. We're waiting. I think we're gonna go. And as a matter of fact, I'm just gonna check real quickly here. Twitch. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Good. Thank you. Quick. All right, we got our emotes ready. We're gonna go in there, show some love, listen. Awesome work, everyone. Good to see you all. See you all soon as well. Hold on here. Let's go on a raid. Here we go on a raid. All right. Yeah.